The High Court today heard evidence from Johnny Depp's former bodyguards and employees as the Hollywood actor's libel case against The Sun entered its sixth day. The three-week trial, which was postponed due to coronavirus, is set to wrap up on 27 July after hearing evidence from Depp, his ex-wife Amber Heard, and a host of colleagues, friends, and family of the former pair. Johnny Depp wins big as The Sun loses lawsuit. The Sun is done. Why is the lawsuit happening? Depp is suing The Sun's publisher, News Group Newspapers or NGN, and The Sun's executive editor, Dan Wootton, over an article from April 2018 that referred to Depp as wife-beater, and which claimed there was overwhelming evidence that he attacked Heard, his wife at the time. Depp and Heard met on the set of Hollywood film The Rum Diary in 2009 and were married in Los Angeles in 2015. The pair split 15 months later in 2016, and Heard obtained a restraining order against the actor, claiming he was emotionally and physically abusive. Depp vehemently denies the claims. The actor's case against NGN follows the publication of an article on The Sun's website in April 2018 that urged author J.K. Rowling to scrap Depp from the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them franchise over allegations of domestic assault. Depp has argued that the article's headline, "Gone Potty, How Can J.K. Rowling Be Genuinely Happy Casting Wife-Beater Johnny Depp in the New Fantastic Beasts film?" in both untrue and defamatory. Depp's legal team has said the case is not about money and that the actor wants to clear his reputation regarding the allegations. Who needs to prove what? The Hollywood star's lawyer are set to argue that The Sun's allegations are not true and amount to serious harm as defined in the Defamation Act 2013. They are expected to claim that the accusations have caused significant reputational damage and have lost him lucrative film roles. NGN is seeking to prove that The Sun newspaper was justified in its publication of the article because it claims allegations of abuse against Depp are true. NGN is relying on 14 separate accounts of alleged domestic violence by Depp against Heard in its defense case. Because Depp is bringing a defamation suit against NGN and Wootton, the onus is on the defense to prove that the actor abused his ex-wife and not on Depp to prove his innocence. In order for NGN to win the case, Justice Nicole, the judge in the libel case, which have to determine that there is overwhelming evidence that Depp beat his ex-wife, causing her to suffer significant injury and leading her to fear for her life on several occasions. How is NGN trying to prove that? NGN's defense relies heavily on trying to prove that Depp has an anger problem that is strongly inflamed by drugs and alcohol addiction. Sasha Waskuse, representing NGN and Wootton, has argued that the actor frequently lost control of himself as a result of his heavy drug and alcohol use, and that his memory of frequent fights between the former couple has been impaired by substance abuse. NGN's lawyer are also relying on texts, emails, and medical notes that they claim back up Heard's allegations of 14 separate accounts of domestic violence by Depp during their 3-year relationship. The court has also seen video footage and audio recordings of heated conversations between the pair and seen photos of alleged abuse on both Heard and Depp's bodies. What has happened in court so far? Depp yesterday rounded off his 5th day in the witness box, during which he dealt with more than 25 hours cross-examination from Was and NGN's defense team. The court has heard explosive claims of various different alleged assaults, both by Depp against Heard and vice versa. Heard has accused Depp of throwing a phone at her face, slapping her, dragging her by the hair, and punching her, among other claims. Depp denies the allegations. Depp has claimed that he himself was the victim of abuse by Heard during their relationship and has accused her of throwing a haymaker punch at him, slicing the top of his finger off with a vodka bottle, and defecating in his bed. Depp yesterday told the High Court it seemed like everything she would accuse me of was something she had done to me. Heard denies the claims. In an important U-turn last week, Depp admitted he accidentally headbutted Heard during a scuffle at their shared apartment in Los Angeles in December 2015, having previously denied that he had ever hit the Pineapple Express actress. Depp claims the unintentional collision occurred as he was trying to stop Heard from attacking him during an argument. What happens next? The court will hear testimony from Heard as a part of NGN's defense, although it is not yet clear when the Zombieland actress will give evidence after Depp's cross-examination took 2 days longer than scheduled. The 3-week trial, which is due to finish on 27 July, will also hear testimony from current and former employees of both Depp and Heard, Heard's sister Whitney, and friends and family of the former couple by video link from Los Angeles. The court is also set to hear testimony from Depp's former partners, Vanessa Paradis and Winona Ryder, later this week, who are expected to back up the Pirates of the Caribbean star's claims that he was not abusive. French singer and model Paradis, who met Depp in 1998 and has 2 children with the actor, will give evidence at the trial from France via video link. She has previously described Depp as a kind, attentive, generous, and non-violent person and father. Ryder, who starred alongside Depp and Edward Scissorhands, will give evidence in the trial via video link from the US later this week, and is also expected to say that her partner for 4 years was never violent towards her. In a witness statement, Ryder has said, "I obviously was not there during his marriage to Amber, but from my experience, which was so wildly different, I was absolutely shocked, confused, and upset when I heard the accusations against him." What happens if Depp wins? Damages for libel in England rarely surpass the £300,000 mark, but the financial costs of the case are likely to reach £1 million for each party, regardless of who wins. If Depp wins his case, Justice Nicole will have to decide what level of compensation he should receive for the harm to his reputation and for the distress, hurt, and humiliations caused. He may also be entitled to aggravated damages. Depp has already argued that his reputation is on the line and that he has seen his finances and movie offers dry up as a result of his domestic violence allegations against him. When NGN's lawyer tried to hurry his answers during oral testimony in the High Court last week, Depp said, "This is my life." The actor is also asking for a final injunction against NGN, who his legal team say have retained the article on their website and maintained their allegations to the bitter end. Victory for Depp would also likely result in condemnation of the Sun newspaper, which has been the result of long-running boycott campaigns.